Does this look good or bad? Hold that answer to yourself. Now look at the box art. Neat, isn't it? Now some official photos of this kit. And last, my work. This is a kit that costs $60, and it is really easy to tell which kind of builders will buy it and which won't. Cause what this kit is good at, it excels. And the bad things about it are quite nasty. A disclaimer before we start. This is my first Kotobukiya Make-A-Go-like kit. So some conclusion I drawed might not be appropriate in the context of this category. Now let's start with the elephant in the room, the metallic injection runners. They look awful. Quite translucent with this weird texture. And then the color separation. It does come with some pre-painted parts, don't get me wrong. Like the faces, the red star on the head, and this area on the chest, but the rest of the body is just not great. Gold missing from the collar, the green on the chest, white stars on the side of the crotch, the shield and the sword. Man, why? And there is no sticker. Why is there no stickers? The white stars and the logo on the shield won't look perfect with the stickers, but it will be much better than what we got. Sure, I masked them so they look alright now, but I would much rather be dealing with separate parts than masking. Rescribing all those lines and cutting tapes is not a pleasant experience. Say if they made those parts separate, I would spend 10 hours less on painting. That is almost a whole day of my life. With all that said, I do have this little weird habit. I like buying kits with bad color separation and unpainted metallic parts. What's the reason behind that? Cause they will look significantly better once painted. So what's the painting experience is like? That is not a question comes with a straightforward answer. The quality of the plastic is nice. Without that damn KPS plastic Bandai uses, it is a lot easier and more enjoyable to rescribe and sand all those parts. The big problem here is seam line. There's a ton of them. On the shoulders, arms, thigh, knees, front legs, seam lines everywhere you can see. And all these seams cannot be simply removed, cause they trap different color parts inside of them. Of course, there are ways to deal with it, none of which is quick or straightforward. I just don't have the time and the mood to do that. Well, that's that, I guess. The thing I do care when looking for model to build is how good it looks. It won't matter how fun everything else is when the kit itself looks like trash to me. So let's talk about aesthetic. I like the overall shape of the body. Sorry, I can't think of any other expressions to describe it. It just looks balanced and well thought out. I did not fully painted the skin. I just used some pink to do post shading because I don't have the paint for this brownish skin color. The only skin color paint I have is more on the white side, and it looks weird with this kit. After all those recent Wonder Woman live action movie and the Snyder Cut, I have to say I just got used to Wonder Woman with this darker skin tone. Looks more energetic, like she works out a lot. I think this is not a bad look, except for those seams on the side. The plastic is slightly translucent without the paint, just like real human flesh. Looks more realistic. We don't have many accessories here. A sword, a shield, an effect part for the shield. The lasso, there are 2 of them, some faces and some gesture hands. The lasso is really awkward. It's just soft metal bar wrapped around by plastic, so I can't paint it. And it looks so toyish. Yeah, it is the most iconic weapon of the Wonder Woman, but I just hate this little thing. I'm gonna ignore this. there is also a base, which is slightly better than the lasso but awkward nonetheless. This little eagle thingy here is what I scrapped and painted. The colors didn't come out as I expected. I took inspiration from a propaganda photo. The base itself is pure purple, like the color of this little stick here I didn't paint, and it doesn't do much. The function of the base is to stabilize the stand pose of the kit, but it can stand perfectly still without the base. Why would I stick that little stick on the back when it can just stand on itself? And since the base is so tiny and there is not much to adjust with the stick, you won't be able to do any dramatic pose using it. I had to use an action base from Bandai to do the poses at the end. I don't know, man. I just don't know why does it exist. Right, articulations. I don't have much to say. Just look at these poses I made. It's good. Nothing wrong with articulations. You will have quite some fun posing this thing. No complaints here. At last, is it worth it? I believe you have the answer for yourself now. It's totally worth it for me, since I paint almost every kit I buy, so the problems are very small to me. And the good thing about this kit is just fantastic. That does not say you should buy it though. That's about it. I think I might get more Kotobukiya kit in the future, but I don't like kits with exposed body parts. That's the reason I didn't get any until now. This is Senyu. See you all next time. Peace.